and welcome to Let's Talk Aging. I'm Gwyneth Johnson, the CEO of Second Wind Dreams. We are an organization dedicated to changing the perception of aging. And through this series, we want to showcase others who are dedicated to changing that very perception. Today, we are lucky enough to have a conversation with Kim McRae. She is the co-founder of the Culture Change Network of Georgia. She's an educator, speaker, and an advocate. Please help me welcome Kim McRae. Kim, welcome to Let's Talk Aging. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
I'm so glad to be with you. Thank you so much for having me, inviting me to be with you.
Well, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and I wanted to share that with our viewers. So thank you.
Thank you.
Let's dive right in. And could you tell us about the Georgia Culture Change Network and what the mission is of this organization?
Absolutely. So, the Culture Change Network of Georgia was founded in 2008, and the whole goal is to really create the kind of care and support we want for our loved ones and ourselves. Actually, the mission is to change how we think and feel about aging and disability by creating the kind of care and support we want for our loved ones and ourselves. And it really ties in to the whole national culture change movement, which is really, it's a movement that was started to transform long-term care and care for older adults to make it less institutional. It started by focusing on nursing homes because a group of amazing people around the country realized that nursing homes were not home. They were created and built and modeled after hospitals, and nobody wants to live in a hospital. So somewhere along the way, the whole focus on the person and what matters most to the older adults and the people, it just kind of went by the wayside. And so these amazing people started really focusing on it. And from that, the Pioneer Network grew and was created and sprung. And so Pioneer Network is kind of the national umbrella organization for the culture change movement. And then they have coalitions that work in the states. So it's kind of like the state branch of Pioneer Network, so that we can connect what's happening nationally to the state and local level. And then we can figure out what's happening at the state and local level and connect it back to Pioneer Network, so we can really keep advancing things and moving forward nationally. So I'm so thankful. I met Walter Coffey in 2008. You know him.
Absolutely.
And he was president and CEO of Leading Age Georgia. And we co-founded it together. And I'm just so thankful that we've been able to do that and continue doing it to this day.
It's a marvelous organization, and I attend your meetings regularly and really am in awe of the diverse group of people that you all have put together.
It's wonderful. We really, when we started out, Gwyneth, we started out by really intentionally focusing on building a network. We wanted to really bring together all the people who were key stakeholders, in the state. We have Georgia Healthcare Association, Leading Age Georgia, and the Alzheimer's Association, and Alliance, our quality improvement organization, and your organization, and the state, and CMS, and as well as anyone who is really interested and passionate about trying to advance person-centered care and support. And we really try and keep everybody together and communicating, and, as I like to say, connecting the dots, so we can all try and really not compete with each other, but really work together to be strategic and build and advance what we're all trying to do to improve the quality of life for all older Georgians, no matter where they call home.
Absolutely. And, there's a piece of this for all of us, and no one of us can do it all. So organizations like this are critical in figuring out what the puzzle looks like.
Exactly. It's so complicated. The whole aging network is really complex, and we also have consumers and all different kinds of people involved, because we're all aging, and this whole conversation is important for all of us. Nobody wants to talk about aging and dementia. There's a lot of ageism and ableism, Gwyneth, and there's, it's really when people are scared of their own aging and what's going to come next, and they fear having disabilities like cognitive impairment of some kind, we all tend to kind of put off talking about it. But especially now with COVID, it's really been brought to light, everything that's happened that we've all seen in the nursing homes with COVID, and it's been in the media. And so often, these topics weren't coming to the public's attention. So the good of the bad that came from COVID is that now people are more aware, and there's a much bigger conversation going on about aging and the whole aging services and supports, the whole field. So that's good, because we're all trying to figure out, what to do to really come together and make it better.
Absolutely. And you include students in your conversations regularly, and that's so critical in changing how the future will look.
Yeah, we are so lucky that we have the Gerontology Institute at Georgia State with Elizabeth Burgess, Dr. Elizabeth Burgess, and Dr. Jennifer Kraft Morgan, and their whole institute, Gerontology Institute. We also have, I didn't mention before, but Georgia State, not UGA. UGA, we have UGA is involved with us as well. And we've got to really get the students involved and interested and aware in all of this. We are so thankful that 3 years ago, we were able to get a 3-year CMP project, and that is a civil monetary penalty from civil monetary penalty funds with Georgia State, and it's called Building Resources for Delivering Person-Centered Care in Georgia Nursing Homes. And we have been working and focusing on trying to raise awareness and bring resources and education, and developed education and training modules for Georgia nursing homes. And we've had an amazing variety of students working with us throughout these 3 years on this project. And they've contributed so much and learn so much and really get involved in the aging services field by being at the table with everyone.
Absolutely. It's been wonderful to watch. On that note, how would people get involved with your organization?
Well, through the project that I just mentioned, we've really been able to develop and grow our website and resources. We've developed over time over 50 little short videos, and it's really little micro learning snippets. So people can go to our website, which is culturechange.ga.org, and sign up for the newsletter. And then the videos are located there on the website. We also have been really involved in social media. So we have a Facebook page, and all of our videos are on the Facebook page. And we're doing Instagram, and we're doing LinkedIn, and primarily though on Facebook. So like our page on Facebook, Culture Change Network of Georgia. You can just put that in and go to the page and like it and follow us. And we post a lot of information there. And then just stay in touch. We every year we've been having a summit, a culture change summit. Things have changed some during COVID, and we've been doing some different things, but that's a really amazing offering that we've been able to bring to Georgia. We've really brought the best of the best here for our summits. And then just once a quarter, we've been having we've just started having virtual gatherings. Over time, we've got a lot of folks through our education and training. We've been able to offer scholarships and for nursing home staff. And we have over 900 people in Georgia now who have gone through the Certified Eden Associate training with us.
Fantastic.
And so we're having gatherings once a quarter, and everybody is welcome to come and just stay connected. So folks who've gone through that education, anybody who's interested and just wants to learn more and get connected to this movement in the state, so we can all just try and move, keep the momentum moving forward. And we've got one coming up, and you can find information about it on our website. Again, that's culturechange.ga.org. You can register there. And we'd love to have everyone get connected and stay connected with us. And let's, really all work together to create what we want for our loved ones and ourselves.
I love that. I have one last question for you before we close today.
Okay.
How do you change the perception of aging?
I talk about it, Gwyneth. I talk about it anywhere and everywhere I can. I got involved in this whole field as a family caregiver. I didn't initially work in long-term care, but my husband and I, within 5 years, we took care of and lost his mother and his father and my father. And when my dad died in 2001, I was 35, and I inherited my mom, who was at the time 62 and already unable to live by herself because she had yet undiagnosed Lewy body dementia and progressive supranuclear palsy. So I went through the whole caregiving journey as a young person with a background in corporate marketing or in advertising. So I was hyper aware of how the communication, how it could be improved, and how the caregiver experience and the experience of the person living with dementia and the older people, you know, my husband's parents, could be improved. And that's, I went out looking, and that's when I discovered the culture change movement. And the more that we talk about this and share and try and instigate conversations, and really urge everybody to get involved and talk about it with their family and friends. You know, we're all aging, and if we're lucky, and it's nothing to be afraid of. You know, it can be amazing and wonderful, and we just have to try and keep working and fighting against ageism and ableism and stigma, and trying to change, you know, change the narrative, change what people what their fears are, and really help develop intergenerational relationships and open dialogue like what you all are doing, and just keep exposing people to a different way of thinking. It's not just about being old and frail. It's about, it took your whole life to become who you were. So just keep being who you are and growing.
Absolutely. And we all have value.
Yeah, absolutely. So important. And we all have big contributions to make. Helping older people and people living with different abilities continue having purpose and being able to contribute is really big as well. So just keep talking about it, and keep putting yourself in the shoes of the older people. You know, what would you want if it were you? And
well, I think that was the perfect answer for a series called Let's Talk Aging. Kim, I'm so thankful that you took the time to talk with us today, and I look forward to our next conversation.
Thank you so much. Always love talking to you, Gwyneth.
Thank you so much for joining us on Let's Talk Aging today. As you have time, please visit our website. We have something called visual imagery. It is a way for you to experience some of what it's like, or maybe like, to live with dementia from a meditative standpoint, and it can be done virtually. We look forward to talking with you again. Have a wonderful day.